Hello everybody, welcome to Bear Beer Reviews. For tonight's little delectations we have a rather little special beer here. This is one recommended to me by every single friend I've ever had in the entire world. This is Mikkeller's Beer Geek Vanilla Shake. When I say every friend in the world ever, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but this one constantly gets brought up. Adam from Adam's Craft Beer Reviews, my dear friend Matt Breslin have recommended this through and through, and it's both of their kind of in the top favourite beers really. It's a good old 13% Imperial Oatmeal Stout brewed with coffee and vanilla. Obviously hence the name Vanilla Shake. So let's crack this fella on open and see what we have here. I can only imagine that it's going to be one hell of a vanilla bomb really. And I have my trusty little branded brandy glass here to pour it out into. Going to try and get a nice amount of head on it. There we go. We have a ridiculously dark head on that. Can you see? That's like dark chocolate on the top of even darker chocolate on top of like coffee, I suppose. Pitch black there, absolutely pitch black. Perhaps just around the outside edge, it's kind of like a cola deep dark red. But I mean, the general body of it is just pitch black with this super dark head on it. It is going to lace and leave like coffee coloured lacing, you know, milky coffee coloured lacing all over the place. Look at that, it sticks absolutely beautifully for a 13% beer. Looks amazing, really does. Okay, let's get a nose on it then. My word, yes, that's vanilla alright. Lots of roast in it too, typical chocolate and roasty smells. There's quite a hot alcoholic smell to it as well. Not overpowering, but just feeling my nose twinge a little bit with alcohol. In fact, has it got legs on it? It's kind of hard to tell at the moment if it's got alcohol legs or not. Kind of looks like it will do though. At 13%, that wouldn't surprise me. But my word, there's a lot of vanilla right on the top of the nose, kind of dominating the entire palate. Is vanilla, and then you get a little bit of roast underneath it, and a bit of sweetness, perhaps even a bit of caramel too. Oh, but it does what it says on the tin, and it smells amazing. There's still some hotness from the booze because it's quite strong. Cheers everyone, let's give it a try. Oh my word, that is good. That is like drinking thickest, densest, oily syrup. It is so super thick and sublime. It's like biting into a chocolate cake. Really thick bodied this. Nice medium carbonation. A small amount of bitterness, not overpowering, but the flavour is just immense. I'm actually getting a lot of caramel, like sweet caramel notes that blend in, almost like if you live in England, the caramel dairy milk bars, the sweet chocolate and the caramel, and just a hint of vanilla coming through as well. In fact, over the top of it all is this kind of floral vanilla note, and then it develops a bit and it gets a bit more complex, and the roast flavours come through on the tongue, and you get more coffee, and you get like a coffee bitterness across the centre of the tongue, and then the flavour, the aftertaste just carries on and on and on. There's a bit of roasty, almost like a bit of black malt chariness at the end of the palate. So it starts off as a sweet explosion, caramel and chocolate and vanilla, and then develops into this more roasty and rounded and coffee and roast malt flavours, and then into more charred and blackened malt flavour, and just lasts and lasts, and it's still tasting on the tongue now. All held together by a fantastically thick and chunky body, nice level of carbonation. It is just monster, absolutely monster. I love the look of it in a glass as well. The lacing's beautiful, some gorgeous little alcohol legs going on it too. Smells amazing. Surprisingly, despite the 13%, does not. You know, I said it smelled on the nose quite alcoholic and burnt the nose a little bit with the alcohol. It doesn't come across on the palate. It isn't burningly alcoholic. Surprisingly easy to drink, despite the strength as well. But it certainly has the flavour of a 13%er. Good reputation. Even better when I tried it. This is easy 9.5 out of 10 beer. It just is up there with some of those world-class stouts, world-class imperial stouts. A slick and thick mouthfeel, which must come from the oatmeal. The oatmeal stout base for it's brilliant. Much like I think it's pretty much must be the same oatmeal stout basis as the Big Eek Brunch Weasel. You know, the one with the Kopi Luwak coffee in. I don't know what coffee is actually in this one, having said that. It is with coffee and vanilla, but I'm not entirely sure what coffee they use. I doubt it's Kopi Luwak then or they would have put it on the outside. I could only imagine they would put it on the outside if it was indeed Kopi Luwak. But the coffee comes through, still sings through, and in fact if it was vanilla and Kopi Luwak, which is quite fruity, dark fruity, it might not have worked as well. Or they might have also been a Black Forest Gatto, who knows. But this is just great as it is. You don't need Kopi Luwak in this because vanilla plays a key role in it, and it's beautiful. It's magnificent, and I'm going to be so happy sitting here and sipping this beer until the end of the evening. It's magnificent. So if you get your hands on it, I believe it is around in England at the moment. Quick shout out to Beer Moth, who I believe have got some, or this one indeed, which I managed to get imported from Denmark. From the Mikkeller store, who now deliver to England, which is always good, but they're quite expensive. So there you go. Thank you for watching Bear Beer Reviews. Please like, favourite, comment, subscribe. Tell what you think of the good old vanilla shake. And until the next Bear Beer Review, cheers!